Elon Musk to hold crypto he owns, Tesla to resume Bitcoin payments when it's safer. Yes, Elon Musk is back again, messing with Bitcoin, Dogecoin, and Ethereum this time, saying that he owns the crypto he owns and he's not going to sell. Hooray for you, Elon. More billionaires who can hold their investment. I'm sure it's so difficult for you to pay rent, all of your regular life expenses that make you sell your investment. Hooray for these billionaires. Dan, Eve, Elon Musk is back again. He says that Tesla will take Bitcoin just as soon as it's environmentally friendly. Couldn't he have just done this research before? Aren't we once again with this Elon Musk doesn't do his research, makes his decisions on podcasts once again?
Yeah, for someone who's, so knowledgeable in his own fields of like rockets and stuff and batteries, you'd think that he'd do a bit more research on the greenness of Bitcoin. It must surely, he must have known about mining and the power consumption. So as someone who's involved in, two companies, one which promotes kind of clean air from no car fumes, which is Tesla, and then the other company like jets out like huge amounts of rocket waste into the atmosphere. So you'd think that he was pretty high on his list, but he seems to be doing the celebrity switcheroo, going back and forth, doing a bit of a Katy Perry, hot and cold, yes and no, in and out, wrong and right. Hopefully he sticks. He said he's hodling now. He also said that what was quite interesting that I didn't know before was that SpaceX holds Bitcoin, and then alluded to something like the fact that it's going to play a part in the future. So maybe there's going to be some cool blockstreams like link up there with a satellite or something, or maybe he's going down the route which I proposed a while back, which was the Dyson sphere. So he's planning to greenify Bitcoin by producing some sort of huge Dyson sphere that provides clean electricity off planet. So I think it's kind of good that it sounds like he's back on board, but obviously he's messing with a lot of people. It's just sad to see that a billionaire like that kind of messing around with tweets, and he knows the impact that tweets can move markets, because he got called up by the SEC for doing it with Tesla and got his the back of his hand slapped. So doing it with Bitcoin, it's the same principle, right? Except that it's a bit more wild westy and unregulated. So there's no one to slap him on the back of the wrists at the moment. I think it's good that he's hodling and that he said that, and hopefully he stops messing around with markets and funny little I'm breaking up memes with Bitcoin. Forget about that old stuff and just do the pump stuff. Elon, come on, just do the pump stuff and come back.
Oh, but he wants to poke it with a stick. Ugly old goat, your thoughts on Elon Musk's return to Bitcoin again?
Well, except for Michael Saylor, I think this whole institutional investor thing is a scam. Well, maybe not a scam, but at least very overrated. And I think people realize that now. People that bought the $60,000 Bitcoin that's now worth $30,000 are waking up to that. Look, we're getting ready to go in a huge long-term sustained marketplace. It's not coming from the institutions. You guys, it's coming. There's two kinds of entrepreneurs in the world. Okay. There's those that have Bitcoin, and there's those that don't have Bitcoin. And the next move in Bitcoin is coming from those of us who have Bitcoin, teaching those entrepreneurs without Bitcoin how to use it. Michael Saylor's done a great job of reaching out and doing that with his educational program. Elon Musk, I wouldn't pay him a hoot's worth of attention. The same thing with that Twitter guy, whatever his name is. Don't follow these guys. Just do whatever you're doing and be the very best at it. And hodl Bitcoin. Hodl, save, and build on Bitcoin.
Amen. That's right. Josh Sigala, your thoughts?
Yeah, I totally agree on that. These obsessions with personalities in the space is extremely dangerous. We just got to look at the technology, look at what it can do, build on it, build businesses with it, earn it. You know, everyone's obsessed with buying it, but you should earn it, because that's really how the economy bootstraps. And use Lightning, use the new stuff, use the upgraded version. Check it out. It's really, really easy. Go to lnbits.com, have a look, open up a Lightning wallet, use a Lightning wallet on your phone, and start using it, and send your friends some. So this is what we should do. If you have a YouTube channel or a Twitch channel, you can accept and trigger nice little GIFs on the screen with Lightning payments. There's all sorts of really fun stuff you can do. Get amongst it. Don't worry about these large players. Large players are large players. They're going to play. But at the same time, the whole notion that he's never going to sell, it's ridiculous. Of course he's going to sell. He's a capitalist. He'll sell it when he needs, thinks it's the top, and that's it. Like, I don't buy this whole like, oh no, I'm holding it forever. No, I mean he's got a reason for buying it, and that's to hedge against the collapse of the dollar. And why not? Why hold dollars when you can hold Bitcoin? So and he stated that it was a large portion of his holdings, the largest outside of Tesla and SpaceX, and a tiny bit of boring tunnel, I think he also stated. But he said outside of that, he doesn't really own any stock. He owns Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Doge. So, you know, good on him. But, you know, what I don't appreciate is the community loving him when he's like, yeah, I got Bitcoin, absolutely trashing and hating him when he's like, you know, brings up some arguments against it, and then loving him again when he's positive. Like, just stop worrying about the guy. Like, he's allowed to have his viewpoint. He's allowed to shit on it, whatever. You know, this is important. This is what makes it anti-fragile. And the same when China dumps on it and says, ooh, it just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. Stop listening to these large players.
Exit question. Is Elon Musk serious? Is this really how he does business? Tesla accepts Bitcoin randomly one day. He does a little bit of research, thinks it's bad for the environment, then retracts. Now he's going to accept it again, seemingly making his decisions during podcasts. Is this really how Elon Musk runs things? Dan Eve, the Crypto Raptor.
Well, it seems to be, you know, he's kind of quite like a, what's the word, like a crowd worker, you know. I kind of imagine him as an older version of like that video on YouTube where there's this little kid stood across the street from like a parade or something. There's all these people, and the kid lifts his arm, and everyone goes, and then they, you know, and that just continues for ages. And he's kind of like that, you know. He's kind of like a, you know, a big kid. He's messing with people. He knows that. You know, he knows that he can move markets, and he also probably, yeah, let's be honest, he probably has a lot of friends that kind of work and play the shorts and stuff. And you know, imagine if you're friends with Elon and you know, you're hanging out with him, and you're just like, oh mate, it'd be funny if you just post a meme of something of like breaking up with Bitcoin, and then right at that second you short Bitcoin like massively, and then suddenly you make a ton of money, and you know, from Elon sort of writing this little tweet. So you know, I'm not really into conspiracies that much, but I think something like that is quite possible, that maybe not done to manipulate for just financial gain, but just to mess around people and just to have a bit of fun. So I say stop the fun, stop having fun now, and just shill Bitcoin, or don't shill Bitcoin. It's anti-fragile. It doesn't care. It's like a honey badger from that.
Either way, no more fun for Elon Musk.